Today's outing takes us to Ayla Spit on the east side of Whidbey Island. Or is that Alla Spit? What's the correct pronunciation? I've heard it both ways, Ayla and Alla.
Well, we know the spit was named by Lieutenant Charles Wilkes of the United States Navy. He was the first formal American explorer of the Puget Sound. His expedition took place during the summer of 1841 and resulted in the charting and naming of the islands and inlets he sailed past. When it came to assigning names to land features, he had a habit of using the names of random people he knew. Such as Fox Island was named after a ship's surgeon, and Days Island was named for a hospital steward. But there is no record of anyone by the name of Alla. Since I don't know the correct pronunciation of the spit, I asked Jan, the Island County Park Superintendent, and she confirmed that the correct pronunciation is Alla, and it is from the Latin word meaning wing. That makes sense. When looking at the narrow sandy spit, I can see how the word Alla could describe the shape of the sandy finger of land protruding out from the shore. It kind of looks like a wing reaching out into the shallow waters of Skagit Bay.
Yeah, that makes sense. A descriptive word is better than being named after a person that had no connection to the area, which was Wilkes' typical naming scheme.
Well, to muddy the waters a bit more, this spit is also known as Ben Urie's Spit, who did have a connection to this area.
So who was Ben Urie, and what was his connection to Whidbey Island and the Puget Sound?
That's a good question. I think it's time for a pop quiz. Who was Ben Urie? A sailor on the Wilkes expedition. B, architect for the Deception Pass Bridge. C, smuggler of people and drugs. Or D, explorer of the Saratoga Passage.
I'm going to guess D, explorer of the Saratoga Passage.
The correct answer is C. Ben Urie was an Anacortes man who pirated and smuggled drugs, liquor, and illegal Chinese immigrants in the late 1800s. The Chinese came to work in the fish canneries in Anacortes. He used the island just east of Deception Pass State Park on Whidbey Island as a hideout for his illegal activities. Today, the island bears his name, Ben Urie Island. As the story goes, Ben, along with his partner Lawrence Kelly, played a high-stakes game of cat and mouse with the United States Customs Department. He had his Native American wife camp on nearby Strawberry Island and then signal to him with a fire as to whether it was clear for him to come ashore with the illegal immigrants and drugs.
I'm glad the spit is more commonly known as Alla Spit. Ben Urie was a pretty disgusting person and doesn't deserve to be remembered with landmarks named after him.
I agree. Alla seems more fitting than being named after a criminal. This is so relaxing. Are you bored yet?
No, I'm enjoying looking for birds. It's quite relaxing just listening to the sounds of nature.
Well, see what I threw in our bag just in case we got bored looking at birds? The Bluetooth speaker so we could listen to some music. What should I put on? Maybe some uplifting Christian music?
While we may be inspired by that music, others sharing the beach with us may not be so inspired. No need to force our choice of music on those around us.
Leave no trace. Principle number 7. Be considerate of other visitors. Let nature's sounds prevail. Avoid loud voices and noises.
While people venture out into nature for a variety of reasons, many come to escape the noise and stress of life in the city. Unsolicited music disrupts the peace and drowns out the sounds of nature. Out of respect for fellow hikers, use headphones or earbuds, or better yet, just leave the noisemakers at home. Enjoy the sounds of nature and give others the same opportunity.
Well, this place far exceeded my expectations. Can you believe we spent 2.5 hours here and only walked about 2 miles?
It's a very interesting place. Lots of birds in the area and lots of boat traffic, especially on such a beautiful day.
Yes, lots of boat traffic, and the Navy planes flew over several times also. How many different birds did you spot?
We saw at least 15 different species.
Which birds were you most excited to see here?
Well, the belted kingfisher and the oyster catchers were fun to watch. They both made lots of noise. Oh, and the osprey was really fun to watch as it dived and grabbed a fish.
I really loved watching the sandpipers bob along the rocks and then all take off at once. The light reflecting off their wings creates such interesting patterns, kind of like a laser show. And I also liked the killdeer. They were everywhere and noisy. They seemed to like to hang out with the sandpipers frequently. Watching and hearing so many birds sing today reminds me of that beloved old hymn, His Eye is on the Sparrow. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. For his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me.
That's a memorable song. I believe those lyrics were inspired by the Bible verse found in Luke 12:6. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God.
Matthew 6:26 also uses birds as an illustration of how much God cares for us. Look at the birds of the sky, that they do not sow, nor reap, nor gather crops into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more important than they?